All right, all right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you here today. We're going to be playing some Star Wars, The Old Republic. We're going to be jumping into some raiding today. I didn't even decide. Oh, Jessa.
Scruffy-looking nerfer.
Jessa, welcome back. Are you home from your trip? I hope you had a great one. I hope it was really fun. I hope you saw about a billion things. We're going to be playing a raid today. I didn't actually decide which one that we were going to run. Did anyone have any requests? It will be a story mode operation, contrary to the fact that all of you are absolutely insane and keep asking for gods from the machine of nightmare mode. Let me go take a look at the options. I didn't even really think about it. Let's see. I made myself some beautiful little graphic to help me decide way back when we started this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Here, I'll show you really fast. S&V? Yeah, we can run Scum and Villainy. Oh, thank you.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
Thank you so much as well, Valen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to be playing an operation. I've seen Scum and Villainy suggested by Phantom. Is there anyone who needed a specific operation? I made these little graphics a long time ago to help announce when these were coming up. So there's Shadow of Revan. Sorry, what is this one called? The one where you beat up Revan. This one is Temple of Sacrifice. Gods. There's Karaga's Palace. There's Ravagers. There's Scum and Villainy. DCH has a roulette. Does he actually? That's so fun. Terror from Beyond, which I haven't run in a while. Oh, that one kind of seems tempting. This is how I normally pick. It's just like whatever's on my mind. Terror from Beyond. Dread Palace. Duxon. Explosive Conflict. Eternity Vault is like a trivia game. Dread Fortress. Oh, and it restarted the cycle. So yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that's how he decides what you run on Friday nights. That's really fun. I didn't know you had that. All right, so we're going to go over the news, and I think we're going to run into Terror from Beyond. We'll be running Terror from Beyond in story mode, Republic side. We're going to start with the news. So today is August 4th, and I need to get myself logged into the game. First off, big thank you to all of you who made suggestions about my phone last night. For those of you who missed it, my phone got run over by a car. I'm quite embarrassed about it, but what can you do? We're here now. How do we deal with it? One of you suggested, and I apologize, I don't remember names. So if you suggested this, claim some credit because you get some major kudos. One of you suggested to put saran wrap around it just for temporary measure while you work on figuring out what's next, so you stop getting glass in your hands. That was a great suggestion. It was not very permanent at all. It only lasted like a day or two, but it was way 1,000 times better than just shoving glass into my fingers. Second, whoever suggested go buy a phone screen real fast until you're ready to go figure out what's next. That was also a great suggestion. So that's actually what I have on right now is a phone screen, and I've taped it down at the edges because all of the background of the screen and all of the LED still works. And so lastly, I purchased a what? I've never had this happen before. At least not recently. Wow. Oh, and this is so fun. They're gonna have to change this when they update it. Apparently I ran out of subscription time. Yeah, I'm preferred. Oh no. It says limited to 12 character slots. That's sticking around. Limited to 5 quick bars. That's actually going to change in update 7.7.1. Access to Flashpointer operations is now limited. That's the main reason I need to subscribe right now. Should I send you a 30-day code? I can purchase it. I just have to go through the steps. That would be the fastest one though, because I'd have to figure out where my credit card is and stuff. Cannot use artifact quality equipment, event items, companion customizations. That one is also going to change. And eligible for cartel coin grants from being a subscriber. Yeah, that one's very obvious. That's so funny. Intizar, I feel stupid asking for it, but that would be really nice. I probably shouldn't show you my account login, but I really, really appreciate that. Oh my god, I feel really stupid. I think it's because I thought I had it on auto renew, because I usually do. I wonder if it's because I purchased the bundle. I wonder if it's because I purchased the bundle last time. I should wait till another bundle shows up, right? How do I put my security key in? Hang on. I'm doing the internet. Give me a second here. Number. Oh, I see. I'm putting them on in my Amazon Web Services key card. That's not going to work at all. They're different numbers. Okay, cool. I've got it up in the background. I can go. Routine code. It desires like scrambling, like, let me go get a code. Yeah, I'm not gonna log in until I put it back to subscription. Yeah, I kind of messed up that one. Whoops, big whoops. But we are going to be playing Terror from Beyond, Story Mode, Republic Side. DCH, what is your invite count looking like? How many spaces do we have left if you count my character? And we'll be jumping in. And I would love to have anyone who wants to join in with us. The requirements are that level 80, Starforge server, Republic side, subscribe to the game. Oops. But more importantly, you don't need any skill. You don't need any experience. You don't need any gear. And we love bringing along new people or people who are less frequently able to run operations. We also had an awesome comment for someone just coming back to the game. But before that, we have 5 spots left. Awesome. This stream is actually sponsored by HelloFresh today, which is really awesome. We took a look at the menu last time, and today I'm actually going to be cooking. I have my little 1-pan dish that I'm going to be cooking, and I'm going to be cooking it on literally a little hot plate. Like, so fantastic that you can cook good dishes with just one little tiny $15 hot plate from Wally World. Like, super awesome. Fizzwise says, I've just re-downloaded SWTOR. I just got a message. Hang on one second. Thank you, Intizar. Thank you. Thank you. So stupid. Hang on. Okay, redeem code history. Redeem code. Boom. Okay, I think we're... Oh, the redeem code page is so cute. It changed. I think I can show you this. Look at this. It's different. It didn't used to look like that before, huh? It used to match the SWTOR website. I think it's checking me out on EA. Well, that's interesting. 30-day fixed code non-trial is all yours. Thank you. I always wanted to be all yours. Hang on. Let me show you what that looks like. Hang on. Real fast. When did it change over to this? I guess I just haven't redeemed a code in a while. Yeah. Hey there, Chris. Chris says, sadly at work. Twitch is blocked. YouTube isn't making it make sense. Fizz said earlier...
Half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf.
Fizz did not say half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. I'm sorry. Fizz says, I've just re-downloaded SWTOR. I'm debating subbing because I do love this game. I just go through periods of it, if that makes sense. No, that's a great question. And we're really on the topic today, aren't we? We're really on the topic. I'd have to like restart the game? If I continue, will it be okay? So I stay subscribed to the game because I play literally like every day. This is like a very much my favorite video game and the one that I play all the time. So for you, if you're playing in and out, what it really depends on is what you want to do while you're playing in and out. I am subscribed to the video game. I think I have to Nope, looks good, I think. Might be okay. You're just being a little finicky? Might be all right. I've always told people that you have to exit out the game, but I really don't want to. I don't like the process of having to log in. It's annoying. So if you play very irregularly, it depends on what you want to do, what you enjoy doing in the game. If your main goal is to be playing the story, just the main story, just the main basic class stories, you could totally play for free, and I actually recommend that rather than having to spend time deciding on whether you want to subscribe or not. By a lot. Sorry. Who is tanks? Oh, I'm not a lieutenant. Who is a tank? And however, if you want to be able to do a lot of stuff with credits or play operations or see the latest expansions if you haven't subscribed in a long time, or get to level 80 if you haven't subscribed in a long time, then you will need to subscribe for at least 1 month to unlock them. But otherwise, I'm a big fan of the free-to-play of the game, and they actually are they're actually upgrading the free-to-play version, coming in 7.71 in the next update. They're making free-to-play even better, like even less restrictions, which is so awesome. But have fun and welcome back to the game. Okay, so I think we only have 1 tank so far, so I'm gonna swap over to, I'm gonna clear my inventory, and then I've got all my Bessie modules. That's what happened. So we have DCH healing and medic healing, and we'll have just a tanking. And either I'll be tanking or anyone else who wants to jump in. If anyone wants to jump in, please whisper the character Arvel Sen to join. We have place. Please ignore the fact that it's all funky capitals there. But we will have place for 3 more people, and we love bringing along people who are new or returning to the game. Level 80, subscribed, Starforge server, Republic side are the requirements there. Okay, so if I sort by compact, that should give me just enough space to change loadouts there, I hope. Perfect. That did the trick. Nice. Cool. Fizz says, my sis sorcerer was created during the 5-day head start before the game came out. Oh, you're old! You're so old! You're coming back after a long break? I love the game. It's just been doing endgame stuff in World of Warcraft. With the guild, I've been in and out since 2008. I don't really have the brain space for more MMO endgame stuff, at least at the moment. So I think you're a fantastic candidate to jump back into SWTOR, specifically to try out any of the other classes that you've played. So you've played the Sith Sorcerer. Now might be a good time to try out like an Imperial Agent or a Jedi Knight. I don't know if you've played any of the other ones. If you haven't played any of the other ones, oh, it's going to be awesome for you. Hey there, Slippy Minaj. Slippy, I'm here every weekday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific. So every weekday morning starting about 15 minutes ago. And yeah, big welcome back to the game. Yeah. Sorry, you subscriberista again. I am. Let's go over the news. And like I said, we have spots open. If you have any questions about joining, just let me know in chat. And we can go short if we need to. If not, I'll go to Fleet and ask around. So tomorrow's reset day. Galactic Seasons is over. It is reset tomorrow for PvP Seasons, Conquest, Reputation, and any weekly quests that happens every Tuesday. There's currently a Twitch drop campaign. For any of you who are just coming in on Twitch, you can get a free decoration, and I've just put some information about that in chat just for watching for 1 hour. Ooh, did you mention that HK55 Shroud of Memory is on sale? No, I did not. Thanks. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah. I'm here. I'm in the group. Oh, yes, it is. 40% off HK55 Shroud of Memory. This is a quest.
Will be with you. Always.
Oh, Lightning. Thank you so much, Lightning. Appreciate it. Thank you. This is on sale. This is one of the only items in the game that is a piece of story that you have to purchase, and there's really no other way to get it. And it is on sale for 40% off if you've been keeping your eyes open for it. By the way, the Collector's Edition Bender Axes is also 40% off. So weird. So random. By the way, there is a huge sale going on for mounts, and this is part of a multiple weeks sale. They call it a summer cartel market sale in SWTOR. A lot of stuff on sale. And if you needed a list, do we have this mount sale? Oh, I don't have the mount sale on my on my calendar. That's so sad. If you go to Swtorista.com, I do have a whole page listing all of the mounts on sale and their discounts and their pictures and info about all of them. Update 7.7.1, we don't have a specific due date for it. It's date to be announced, but it will be coming on sometime in late August. There will be a subscriber-only login event September 9th to December 9th in 2025 this year. Nightlife event is currently running. Is Shrouded Memory the most expensive thing in the cartel market? I think it's one of the most when it's not on sale. I don't think it is the most expensive though. There's some of the lightsabers that are really expensive too. PvP Seasons is currently running right now until September 19th, so you got about a month and a bit. A month and 2/3 of a month. Feast of Prosperity will be coming up on October 7th, so it's quite far away at this point, but we know it's coming and we know something about the new rewards that are showing up. All right, let's take a look. Do we have, oh, we filled up a little more. That's cool. Did we get, oh, I guess we're going. Green check mark, top left. All right. I'm a tank, by the way, if you wanted to adjust the frames. So those in the group, green check mark, top left, please. All right. So yeah, as I was mentioning, this stream is very nicely sponsored by HelloFresh. And right now they have a promotion going on, and they say that click my link or use my code and get 10 free meals or free add-ons and free add-ons for life. One item per box with active subscription if you're in the US. Outside the US, the local discount will apply. Free meals applied as discounts on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. So I ordered a box for because we're doing the promotion, we're doing the sponsored stream. Are we safe to go inside? It sounds like. Those of you who are here, go ahead and go inside the door. I ordered a box and I was like, you know what? If I'm ordering a box, I might as well order a few extra. And so I actually ordered like 5 meals. So we're just going to be cooking HelloFresh for ourselves like the entire week. And I was like, yes, because I'm excited about the dishes that were on the menu on HelloFresh. Noah said, I finally went gambling. I got the squadron helmet. Otherwise, the Hutts won that battle. Oh, you got the helmet. That was actually surprisingly rare. That's surprisingly rare. So for those of you who are in the operation, I'm putting... that was not the right one. Sorry. If you want to join the voice chat, here is the Discord link to jump in there and just join the waiting channel as we get going. Nice. Green check mark top left and come on in that purple door. I like to ask this every time. Is anyone new to this operation or raids in general? And I'll jump in there in a second. Did I get everything properly working? Yeah. Hi there, guys. Hi. Ooh, I don't hear anyone. Hang on. Hello? Okay, good.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry. All right. Jessa, welcome back from your trip.
Yay,
Nice to
I'm
have
back.
you here. Back to tanking with me. I've been tanking with... I've been taking a bit with Travin, right? Nope, maybe? I'm trying to remember.
We did that one time.
We did that one
When
time
you
at
pulled
least.
that vet, yeah, when you pulled that vet mode for me. It was great.
I pulled a veteran mode for you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Remember when we... the memory is so much you blanked it out. It's okay.
Oh, was it the day that Orig messaged me and asked for help and I was like, I'm streaming right now?
No. We did a vet mode Team Chaos run. That's why I
We
made this
did?
tune named Chaos Monster. Yeah.
What were we running?
EC.
Oh, that was not very recently. Awesome. No, I remember that. That was fun. I was like, I don't know how far we'll get, but we could try it. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Toxic Mara says, I've never had a flashpoint with this many people. LOL. Exactly.
Good news, you still have it.
Little babies. So for anyone just coming in, we're running what's called Monday Morning Operations, aka Team Chaos. And what we do is we run an operation in story mode, and we say literally anyone can join as long as they meet the most basic requirements established by the game. And this happens literally every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you've been wanting to try operations and you're a little nervous or you don't have groups to join with normally, come join us, because we love having people who don't get to run very often along with us, and it's pretty much guaranteed that we'll be able to complete the operations no matter how bad or terrible or undergeared or new or inexperienced that you are. Honoraria says, do I still have time left to gamble? You sure do. The nightlife event is running for a bit now. We're just going to run past these guys. We are not going to stop. We are not going to stop. Just keep a running. Keep a running, keep a running, keep a running. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. All right. And I didn't see anyone saying that they're new. If anyone is new and or needs explanations, please let me know in chat as soon as possible, because if nobody needs explanations, we're just going to slap that boss. Okay? All right. Or at least I'll save my explanations till we're in the fight. Nessa says I'm new on running TK. Wait a sec, what? my tank is running telekinetics? That's not a tank. You're such a liar. You scared me. You scared me.
That's not the tank! That's not the tank!
Oh, that's Robin! Oh no. Okay, I scared myself for no reason. Okay, so just so you know, we do have Jessa, Nessa, and we also have Belissa. All right, it's gonna be fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. So for this operation, if you guys ever have a chance to run this on your own, for anyone who's watching and would like some tips, this is the one with the green sewers and the big wriggly bug. It's called Terror from Beyond. Generally, what you need to do is don't stand on these flowers right here. Stay away from them. For example, Toxic Mara. Not standing on them anymore. And in general, most groups tend to kill smallest to biggest, but that can change from group to group. But in general, if you don't know what you're doing, kill smallest to biggest. So this is the big mama. This is a big mama. And I'll take the boss when the jealous male comes out, Jessa. So here's all these little guys. All these little guys. And so the way the actual mechanic works is one player is supposed to stand in the red goop over there, and it attracts all the little babies, and there's a whole like rhyme and rhythm to it. But in story mode these days, we generally just ignore it. I like how Patrick went and stood in there after the fight finished. There you go. Good Stinky over there. Good job. But we just kill stuff these days. All right. We're going to carefully jump our way down and not fall to our deaths, but if we do, it's fine. It's not a big deal. And hey there, Mish. Mish, nice to have you here. Hi. And hey, Wolfie Momo. Kitty Laser says, Yakanow, chirp chirp Robin. Oh, you know chirp chirp Robin. Robin, is your nickname, is it like because you like the bird, or just a pretty name, or a nickname in real life?
It's actually my middle name.
Oh, it's your middle name. Oh, adorable. Okay, cool. Gotcha. That's a good enough reason for me. That's a very nice middle name.
But on Soundboard, my entrance is Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin, you play the music when it comes in? Oh my gosh. That's silly. We do have Kitty Laser saying that Robin is a small earth bird in the operation, assisting by pecking eyes and batting wings. Flap, flap. Don't worry, she's actually our healer today along... Oh no, you're not a healer, I lied. You're a telekinetics. You kind of are like flapping your wings, right? You're making gusts of wind.
I guess you can say that.
Oh, that's cute. Nolan says, speaking of HelloFresh, the sweet chili HelloFresh meal is kind of crazy. I just have the recipe though. Sweet chili beef and white rice. Yeah, there's a bunch of really simple ones like that. Just make something tasty and put it on top of rice. That is like the easiest way to make food if you're learning how to cook. Is make something little and tasty and throw it on top of rice. Patrick is requesting healing from Robin. Robin, you do technically have some heals, right? You have a couple of green buttons.
Yep, I've got a couple of heals. But whether I use them to heal is another
It seems kind of like bullying. Be like, I switched to telekinetics. No, you still have to heal.
Alright. Run out of force. Let me get behind.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm going back up in chat, and nine in YouTube chat said earlier, I created like a bunch of characters just to play around in the story. Yeah, and that's a great way to play, especially free to play or preferred, especially if you're just jumping back into the game or if you're not really ready to just like play for a long time. Just creating different characters is a really fun way to play. Hey there, Aiden. Thank you so much. Aiden says, hey, Swtorista, hope you have a great stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, for anyone watching, we are just jumping into what we call community operations, where pretty much anyone can join as long as they meet the basic requirements of the game. And we're running Terror from Beyond. Terror from Beyond. I'm trying to remember what I did this weekend. I did so much. I had a very nice time. We played board games with some people that Mr. Swtorista knew. We did a bunch of gardening. I did some woodwork. I did some sanding. I was making stuff. We visited his family. We played video games together, you know? Ooh, good weekend.
Hi, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Steve.
Nobody's
Bye,
new.
Steve.
Nobody's new, so we'll leave Steve alone to his life. Zephiel has a question. Great question. Did they recently release a bunch of old names? I managed to get one I've wanted for a while, but was always taken. Yes, so release is kind of a weird word for it. They made takeable might be the right one. So let's say you wanted the name Midnight. You wanted the name Midnight, but someone's had it forever, but they haven't played in 10 years. Their name is probably available now. If no one takes it, it's still available to their character, so they didn't like remove the name from their character. But if someone else makes it, they free it up for them. So I don't remember how long ago it was now, but quite a while ago they did the name purge. But I'm sure there's still a whole bunch that didn't get nabbed, stolen, taken. But yeah, so I actually picked up a couple names there too. I was able to get Prosper back, which I made into a brand new character. I think I got Midnight. I went and grabbed. Hi, Swtorista. Says Joster, as someone who does a lot of raids, do groups prefer Madness or Lightning Sorcerer, and are they viable in the harder content? Yeah, Joster, so let me show you two different things. So first off, if you're running Story Mode or Veteran Mode, it really doesn't matter. Honestly, unless you're running the hardest content in the game, so either like Hard Mode R4, Hard Mode Gods, or any of the Nightmare ones, it doesn't matter, to be very honest. As long as everyone's paying attention, you should have more than enough DPS across the board. They both definitely have their perks, because if I remember right, Madness is up close, and Lightning has a bunch more range. Is that correct?
Madness is dot spec.
Madness is dot. Oh, okay. And Lightning is super range, like very far away. However, I have linked for you something called the what class is best / does the most damage, and you're going to open up that chart. I don't want to do it right now because I'm leading a raid, but you'll be able to see the comparison between Lightning and Madness and kind of see where they sit in those two charts in general to give you an idea of how good they are at parsing, how good they are at damage. And that might be your deciding factor, but it might not, because if you have played the two, if you are better at one of them than the other, or you find the rotation more understandable or easier, I would go with that one. I will say, for my players that play frequently in Nightmare Mode operations, they often play multiple classes. Like, they're just at such a skill level that you learn more than one. Why wouldn't you, you know? All right, I say that as I most. Oh no, I actually play like 3 classes now. That's kind of cool to say that. I play 2 fluently. Fluently. All right, we're on the next boss. I see everyone is physically here. I'm just doing a quick ready check. We're going to be focusing on Hyrid. He's got a target over his head. He's the center one. Second will be Cyphus with a shield over his head. And lastly will be Kelsara. Jessa, are you over on the other side there? Perfect. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're all going to be focusing on the enemy in the middle. Cyphus, we will swap to him when he has a little shield for a short time. There's a point where Hyrid just becomes not attackable because he's being a little jerk. There he is. He moved, and he's got a little bubble, and we're trying to DPS and interrupt before we go back to Hyrid. Nice. When his bubble goes away, we go back to the center. And all of this happens so fast in story mode. Even if you have no idea what's going on or don't know the mechanic, as long as like one person in your whole group knows it, you're probably fine. Oh, Nerf Climate says, just got here and already love the instant deep dive into classes on this raid. That's so nice. I'm glad to have you here. I love answering questions. I'm not necessarily like a highly skilled player. I am not nightmare mode worthy. But I run quite a bit of progression raiding with friends, and I love it, and I love all the parts of the game. Love pointing people in the right direction, if nothing else. Nice, so we're all on Cyphus. We're all welcoming death before the end. We're trying to stay out of those green circles, but in 16-man mode, we usually just kind of pretend it's okay. If you are doomed, I think you're supposed to go in those green circles, but we may never even see it. For goodness gracious, you guys kill stuff so fast. So we're on the final boss. If a green beam is touching you and it's from Kelsara, not from our healer named Medic, just run away. So Kelsara has marked Nessa for death. She's got that toxic green beam, and so Nessa is running away. Robin's running away. Robin is flying away there. Stitched, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dragon Ann says, I miss this game so much. Aw, have you not played in a long time? Question, what is with EA taking over the payment of SWTOR? Oh, good question. So EA is actually the publisher of SWTOR. They've always been in charge of it technically, but maybe they're changing the way their actual systems work. Yeah, I saw that when I went to go redeem a code. It was actually through EA rather than SWTOR. It just forwarded it, which was super interesting to me. Nerf says, it sounds like you keep the fun in it, many leave that behind. Played it for a tiny bit, excited to resume. Oh, welcome back to the game. Nerf Climate. Oh, I like your name, Nerf Climate Change. That's amazing. How far did you get last time you played? And what type of class do you like to play if you only have one so far? If you have many, you don't have to list them out. It's okay. Woodwork rules, says Kitty Lasers. What did you work wood into? So I didn't work wood into anything. That would be a little too much for just one weekend. But I was working on, I live in California, so it's very hot here. And I'm working on ways on cooling down my house that aren't necessarily air conditioning. So we have air conditioning, luckily, thank God. But the less air conditioning you can use, the better it is for your electricity bill and stuff like that. So I have been working on various ways around the house to reduce the amount of heat that comes in and reduce the amount of cool air that leaves. So recently I was closing some gaps between my doors. We've got pretty good window coverings and stuff that we keep closed during the day and open up during the night, open up the whole window to let the cool air in. And I bought myself a thermal camera, which was a pretty cool thing you can buy on, I bought it on eBay. It was $150, but I'm gonna share it and or sell it when I'm done with it. So it's gonna retain its value pretty good. And I was able to take thermal pictures of my whole house and see where heat was getting in. And do you guys want to do the bonus boss? I kind of feel like it. Can we back up?
Okay.
I don't know. I have it in my heart. I know none of you are new, but I never get to do it, so now's a good time to do it. And so the thermal camera showed me places that heat were getting in. And I already knew one of our big doors, a lot of heat gets in, big window. Big window, a lot of heat gets in, but we don't need such a big window. I want some light, but I don't need it to take up half the room. So what we're gonna be doing is I wanted to get old school shutters for the outside of the house, kind of like hurricane shutters, some of you may be familiar with, but there's also shutters that you can physically open and close, especially during the summer. And so they're very expensive, and I learned how to make them online. I could make my own, but gosh dang, it is not an easy process. They are not something you make overnight kind of thing, because they have all the little slats. ASEC, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for using your Prime. And so we didn't do Steve, but we do this guy. Yeah, I realized that was kind of, Steve's a living being. These are just robots, okay?
Chopper disagrees.
Yeah, it's our test.
Chopper
right?
prefers to kill everything. Giant body count, I understand.
I mean, Travin's also kind of a murder bot.
Travis
Yeah.
is also a murder bot.
I also got it. I just killed Steve too.
So by the way, we're focusing on the boxes, the data cores. Focus on the data cores and stay out of the lightning that's coming out of their corners. Yeah, so they're really expensive shutters. They could be hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on what you're doing, and usually they need to be made of thick wood so that they actually act as an insulator and or keeping out the heat. And so what I did was I looked on Facebook Marketplace for a while, and eventually I found someone selling, I only needed one for what we're doing right now, selling a single plantation style pine shutters from the 80s. Oh, perfect. Just go by raid frame. Jessa, Chaos, Nessa, Arvelson Blue, Saya, Terra, Bomber, Medic Orange, Ilya, Belissa, Balin, Toxic Purple, Riot, Rylona, Obi-Wan, and Ainsling Yellow. Perfect! You guys are so good. What color was I? Orange. Oh, kind of a bad color, but it's okay. I'm not the correct color that I need to be, but it's fine. It's not even going to be an issue. Yeah, I have blackout curtains and stuff like that, but for our doors, it's kind of hard to do windows, sorry, big windows. These ones aren't, the blackout curtains and stuff are not enough because they're very old windows. They're not recently made windows. So yeah, who's doing what? If you're at the very top of the frame, if your name is Jessa, Saya, Ilya, or Riot Control Patrick, you're going to stand in the center. If your name is Chaos, Terra, Belissa, or Rylonia, you're going to press the button. Thanks, Arvelson, you rock. I realized I should have called that out earlier, and I totally didn't.
My bad, I was already in the middle.
No, it's okay. All good to go. Perfect. All good. Okay, cool. So for this operation, it's orange time. I'm in the middle. Who's my buddy? Terrapat or anybody orange could go click. Anybody orange will do the trick. So Bomber could go click, Medic could go click. You don't need a heal right now, you're fine. All 4 orange people could go click at once. That could also be really fun. And silly.
No, one needs to be in the middle.
Oh, I'm in the middle. I'm good. I'm here. I'm taking care of it. I'm
Exactly,
doing...
but you can't come push the button.
Oh, not me. Banned. Okay, purple time. So Ilya, head to the center. Belissa, press the button. Or any purple, go do any job, to be honest. Ilya's in the center and Belissa's clicking. You guys rock. Good job. So for those of you watching and are like, oh my god, super chaos, what happens is in this operation we need to attack these data cores, but we can only attack them when they're unshielded. This one has a shield, this one does not, so we can kill it. The way we take the shield down is when we've all selected a color at the beginning. Usually your raid leader will assign it. It is yellow time now, by the way. Nice job. One yellow person will need to click and one yellow person stands in the center, and that takes down the shield for 2 of the data cores. So usually what happens is at the beginning your raid leader will assign you a color, or your group in the raid a color, and one person will click the button and one person stands in the center, and you kind of have to pay attention because sometimes your raid lead sucks and forgets to tell you who does what. Hey. In this phase of the fight, you're going to go look for a color that matches yours and stand on top of it. And try to do it more than once if you can. When he's shielded, he doesn't actually take any damage. By the way, I want to say I love your sunglasses. Thank you. To me, everything kind of makes sense by looking and listening to y'all's callouts. Yeah, so whether you're going to have callers or not. super depends on the raid leader, super depends on the raid and the group. Some group leaders won't even jump in voice chat. Some raid leaders may jump in voice chat but may not be very good at the callouts yet because it's a skill just like anything else. Some raid leaders may be distracted and forget to ever give the callouts. That would be me. But because it's story mode's very, very welcoming and very accessible. As long as like 1 person out of 8 or 16 is doing the mechanics, most of the time it's okay. Like, it'll get done anyway. Phelps says, did you look into window film? I haven't yet. I'm very curious about it. I've heard bits and pieces about it, but I haven't tried or looked into it yet. That is one of the ones I haven't investigated yet. But anyways, I bought that shutter. I paid $80 for it, and it was already fully made and very thick and old, and I just cut it down to size to fit into my door frame. And I even had some hinges, heavy-duty hinges left over from another project from a family member, and so it met my request of all things of, can I find something used, can I find something thrifted or reused or remade and not buy something new. One less tree died for my heat. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to put colors on my window film. Mr. Swtorista likes a more normal colored house. As I have like giant rainbow artwork behind me that I made. Spartan says, I have to go sleep. Have a good day. Spartan, thanks for stopping by to say hi. I'm glad you're able to at least spring in, spring out kind of thing. Aiden says, I can't believe they didn't introduce crossover queues for the next Galactic Season 9. So crossover queues is a lot more complicated than you would think. Crossover queues is really like a whole... It would be a huge change in the game's infrastructure. So I don't think it's something they could do just for a season. It would have to be like a long-term planning. And right now, their long-term planning, they're focusing on DirectX 12, it sounds like. So we're going to focus on the portal when it shows up. Portal. Portal. Yeah, exactly. Portal. And so they did, however, introduce, and we're going to see it when it comes out with update 7.7. We haven't visually seen it yet. What are you guys doing over there? Did you guys go fight the bonus boss? Oh, you did. That's a living creature, Travin.
I didn't know there was a bonus boss over there. I'd be over there killing it. I'm up by the next portal.
Who can I blame for this? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking forwards, not backwards.
Well,
this
now
is,
that I know there's a bonus boss over there.
This is the one we used to call the crafting bonus boss, because he has there's a little box or something over here. Maybe he dropped crafting materials? I forget exactly. Back in the day, it used to be worth it. Now it is not. But yeah, I'm super excited about installing that shutter. It's just one of many steps to reduce the heat in the house. We had a nice comment from Lightning. Lightning Hawk said, AC costs in Texas are crazy too, but I discovered not using the central air unit and instead of using 3 eco-friendly window ACs, cut my energy cost in half. Yeah, depending on especially what type of AC you have or what type of house layout you have. It can be there's big adjustments you can make. What are we fighting? We don't need to fight everything that breathes, okay? We don't need to kill these guys. They've done nothing to you. They were yellow, I think. Maybe. For example, in our house, we looked at the vents, the duct vents, and we turned off all of the air conditioning to a part of the house that we don't use regularly or we don't need cool. And that's awesome. It just cuts down on how much the rest of the house needs then. Like, we still go there, we just don't hang out there. What do you think about the new Skadge date night? Oh my god, get out of here. You're funny.
I know Alex was here.
Gross. Oh, great question from Dragonan. Dragonan says, I looked up when I last played. I finished in 7.5. 7.6 was the delayed story one. Has that been released yet? So no, we are currently in 7.7. The next one coming up is 7.7.1. And the story will come out in 7.8. So their story is aimed for vaguely in the holidays, probably in December, their holiday release. The voice actor strike just finished last month, so they need some time. It wasn't going to be ready in time for 7.71, basically, as far as I can tell. I'm just going. There was someone not ready, but I'm going. Can we do the nanites? Patrick, I would say yes, but the problem is you have to convince everyone else to do it, and I don't think the boss is going to survive long enough to even, like, properly do nanites at all. What am I going to do? Call them out? We can try. I'll come do nanites with you. But yeah, Dragon Inn, next story won't be till the holidays. It sucks, but it's a voice actor strike. What can you do? You kind of just have to work around it. Roll with the punches as they come. I'm just returning, says Chris, but I could be totally misunderstanding. If Final Fantasy XIV and its legacy spaghetti code can manage cross-world, cross-data center play, SWTOR should be able to finagle it. Chris, that is an entirely unfair, like, example. Final Fantasy shut down for a year. 365 days worth of profit. Split. Cut out of the equation. No American company would ever do that. No American company would ever shut down a game for a year, remake it, and re-release it. That is like absolutely insane. No North American company would ever even consider that. It was clearly very successful for Final Fantasy, but you know, that we have to attribute that.
They also have roughly 10 times the staff.
Yes, 10 times the staff. But would they have 10 times the staff if they didn't pause and reconfigured and actually were successful after that? I don't know. Probably, maybe. Different work culture for sure. Or business culture. But yeah, Final Fantasy is cool as heck in a lot of features. Thoughts about the change to the activity finder?
I think it's... Count for me.
Oh, nanites! Oh no, Pat! I got nanites and I died! I told you I would do it with you and then I completely forgot. Okay. Good job. You saved yourself from nanites. Wait, Pat, do you have the helmet? Come here. You do have the helmet and you made a whole outfit for it. It looks really ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's kind of cool. It was very strange. All right, final boss. Thoughts about the changes to the activity finder? I don't think it's that big of a deal, but what do you think? So I'm excited about the space bar thing where they won't show cutscenes anymore because that's been a point of friction for a lot of people. I like the idea of a priority queue for the flashpoint of the week. I like that the filters are being changed. Ainsling, that boss is looking at you real close. It's like nom, 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 nom. Tasty looking little assassin. Aisling stares off into the distance.
I'll pocket heal over here.
Oh, thank you. Jess, are you gonna go on the right? Cool, perfect. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm really glad about the filter thing. Like, it doesn't really matter to me, but we often have players coming in saying, why didn't I get credit for the weekly or for the group finder reward? And that's because one or other would be unchecked, and there's a lot of reasons they can be unchecked. It could be because you have it in your quest log, not necessarily because you like sat there and unchecked it yourself. So I'm really, really happy about that, because that'll fix that issue for a lot of people. We're gonna stay away from these babies. I'm pretty sure I shot one, I'm sorry. By staying away from those babies, the exact opposite. Killian, you're funny. But Saya, Blizzard, Microsoft did this, they did that. Right. Each game definitely has its pros and cons, and their pros and cons also have to be balanced by how big is their staff, how big is their publisher investment, how big is their timeline, like how long have they been around. Oh, Pat! You got murked. Do the changes mean that more people will run Eslo's Black Talon now that there are no cutscenes? I don't know. That's a good question.
No.
It's still longer than it's still longer than Hammer Station. I don't fully understand why people run Hammer Station over and over and over for 100 times. I would lose my mind in the first place. You don't get, if you decide to do that, you still don't get the randomized rewards, but some people still like that better, question mark? Oh, Jessa, I'm gonna go left. I can't figure out which way you went, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll go right. That's fine.
I think that people might hate themselves.
That you think they might hate themselves and that's why they run Hammer Station over and over? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna change Esselis and Black Talon at all. But in general, it should make it a lot easier for people to feel comfortable or not aggravated in Flashpoint, which can, I think, only be a good thing for the game. I'm very happy they made it so you can still walk in and see the Flashpoints with friends, because that's great. That's awesome. That's how we used to do it back in the olden days, because there didn't even used to be a group finder. Odie says, hi, I'm loving the upcoming update, but I am most hyped for DX12. Yeah, won't that be neat? I am sad because I think it's not going to be a, oh, I'm sorry, Jessa. It's probably not going to be as huge of a upgrade as we think it is, because that's what happened with the last time there was an upgrade like that, but it does mean it's really good for the future of the game. You know you've run Hammer Station too many times when you start believing that your weakness is in your blood. Oh, by the way, what are we doing? We're looking for sparkly things and killing them? Good job, you guys. I completely ignored you and just stand there and shot the boss for no reason. Belle says, I do wish people in Hammer Station, yeah, would warn their group that they're going to run straight to the drill and skip all the mobs on the way. That is the joys of Group Finder. You get people, some of them communicate, some of them don't, some of them do tactics, some of them don't, some of them do stupid tactics, some of them have never heard of that tactic in their life. And the joys of Group Finder is that you're gonna get the kind of people, just naturally, percentage-wise, we're gonna go kill sparkly things, who already don't have friends or guildmates to run with. So percentage-wise, you're gonna get more weirdos. Lots of normal people, but more weirdos too. Gosh, that doesn't sound fun at all. I don't run the Group Finder that often. When I do, I've never had too many weird stuff happen, but I usually just run around and follow people and slap stuff. As a preferred player, I like Hammer Station more than side quests because it's faster for experience. Okay, but do you run Hammer Station and then Hammer Station and then Hammer Station and then Hammer Station? If you do, there's something seriously wrong with you, and I would like to refer you for psychological help. No, just joking. And some people just really like the grind. It's just enjoyable, calm, pretty predictable. Icarus says, I've never been this far in the game. This is crazy. Oh yeah, isn't this freaking cool? I'm gonna turn off my UI so you can see what's going on. This is the Terror from Beyond. This is something you can do at level 80. You need a big group. So you can need a group of 8 or 16. We put together a 16 group because fun. This is a big monster, like practically in the rift of the worlds or something. I don't even entirely know. And there's all these platforms you can jump between. I'll go jump around just a little bit. And my team is actually spread out, and they were attacking the tentacles of the boss earlier. And now we're all actually shooting him. And he's got a special ability where we can attack him from wherever. We don't have to physically be close to him. And he's about to go right in that portal. We're about to send him back to his maker, wherever he came from. There's some super cool like lore behind this character too, the Terror from Beyond. Goodbye! Ha-ha!
Bye, Terror.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Very cool. Nice job, everybody. Smooth and easy. Go ahead and right-click that big old sparkly thing for your loot. And I'm gonna jump out of voice chat if you wanted to say bye in voice chat before I go.
Bye, Stream.
That's a daunting
Bye,
one to
Stream.
Oh, bye. All right, we'll be back Monday for Monday morning operations for sure. All right, you guys. So what else am I up to today? Let's see. I wanted to catch up with some of those nice comments in chat. I remember doing Hammer Station many times in a row some years ago. I think it was to level up your companion quicker. Right. There's definitely lots of technical reasons to do it, but whether I try to treat my video games not like a chore, because those wind up being less fun for me. Yeah, they do call it Spammer Station for a reason. Damn, Skippy. How about TT? What is TT? Which one's TT stand for? Hammer Station is the only one I know of that people run with a sadistic level of interest. Belzamber said, hey, I'm a weirdo and I still communicate what I'm doing well. Well, sorry. When's the next expansion coming out? Hey there, Andre. So the next update is update 7-71, and that's coming out in August sometime. So sometime this month, probably late August. The next story update. Oh.
May I ask, why is no one doing the skip turrets and the after final boss tactic?
I think they patched that away, didn't they, Patrick? Or am I incorrect? Or was that a joke and I missed it? Like I said, I don't run Group Finder that much anymore. So the next story update is going to be in 7.8. That is the December release. When is the next expansion? Probably don't even the devs know. Probably not even the developers know, because there was an almost year-long voice actor strike that just finished late last month. So they're just kind of catching up, yeah. Nasasu says, in my hammer groups, usually people ask first before running through, but not always. Oh, the turrets are now unskippable. You can't skip the turrets anymore. Got it. Starforge server is where I am at, Banger Universe. There's a lot of other people here on Starforge as well. Yeah, hey there. Spammer Station. All right. I'm going to be setting up now for cooking time. Yeah, so we're going to be cooking time. So for those of you who missed it earlier, this stream is actually sponsored by HelloFresh, and we don't have a lot of sponsors on this channel, but HelloFresh is a cooking service. Basically, it sends you a box of raw ingredients and recipes, and I really like this company. I actually signed up for it before they ever contacted me about sponsorship, because it's such a nice little service. Basically, it taught me and Mr. Swtorista how to look when we were first living in our apartment together, because basically I could only cook like spaghetti, if that, and Mr. Swtorista only had like basic cooking skills from his parents. Like, he could cook, but nothing of nothing of interest. And so since then, we now actually cook on our own, and HelloFresh is absolutely 100% what got us there. We now cook straight from recipes, and I feel so much more... Jason, thank you very much. I have to show you guys something. Will you hold tight for like 5 seconds? I have to show you something so cool. Okay, speaking of me learning how to cook. So like I said, before I would basically burn hot water, kind of cook. I could not follow a recipe. I did not understand any of the terms or any of the principles or anything. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hang on. Okay, you guys, listen. This is my little cooking journey. Listen. Look. Okay, I got this book. I know it's backwards, and I'm sorry. It says, "Let's make ramen." So I love noodles. And so I saw this book the other day at, I think it was not Five Below. 5 and less, 5 and more. What's the store where it used to be $5 but it no longer is? It's not Five Below. I give up. Anyways, this book was $5. It is Five Below? No, Five Below. No, which one's the... Five Below is... No, wait. One's like a sports store and one's like a knick-knack store. It's Five Below. Okay, it is Five Below. So I got this book for $5. And it's really cute. It's called Let's Make Ramen. I know it's backwards, but it's all... a comic book. Every page is illustrated, and it's adorable. And it starts with the history of ramen and kind of like what is it and what makes it different, and how can you work that into your knowledge of cooking it. It teaches you how to make the stock. It teaches you how to make the tar. It teaches you how to make the noodles. It teaches you how to make the different ingredients you can throw on top. And oh my gosh, I made my first real like proper recipe from scratch, and I did it myself. Like, Mr. Swtorista actually sat back on this one. I'm so proud. I made stocks and broth. I made vegetable. Oh, I see. I could use the bookmarks that I put there myself. I made vegetable broth stock from scratch. Like, I am so proud. Like, I've never made stock before. I've never really made soup before. And I was able to make it all myself. And we ended up having surprise guests. My goal was, wow, we got some dramatic music. Hang on. Just a second. Let me end that. We ended up having some surprise guests while I was in the middle of making it. And Mr. Swtorista was like, why don't we serve them ramen? And I was like, huh? So I ended up making the tar, the secondary type of flavor that you put in there too. I ended up making the noodles, and I ended up being able to like serve it. It was so cool. And then the original idea is that you can actually freeze the stock, and you put it into a little ice cube tray, the kind with the silicone bottom, and then you could just pop them out as you want to eat it. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So yesterday I also had ramen stock. Oh, and I was able to like just pop it out of the little ice trays, boom, and eat it. Because the ramen itself, the noodles take literally 4 minutes to cook. You boil the water and put them in for 4 minutes, done. So basically, my concept of why you should purchase HelloFresh is that you will learn to cook good enough that you don't need HelloFresh anymore. However, we have ordered HelloFresh multiple times since then, during weeks or months when things were really hectic, and Mr. Swtorista did not have the time to meal prep or meal plan. He's like, we'll just pick 5 meals. They show up. We can still eat good and at home, and not fast food and not like heated from a box kind of food. And it's been worth it for that as well. Okay, but they are having a promotion right now, and the info that they want to share is click my link or use my code and get 10 free meals and free add-ons for life. 1 item per box with active subscription if you're in the US. Outside the US, the local discount will apply. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. And however, part of the sponsorship that they're offering is that they asked if I could cook HelloFresh live. So I am so excited. We're going to be cooking live. We figured out how to do this the other day. And I'm going to jump over to just chatting. I don't know how to do that. Hang on, let's see if I can figure that out. And I'm gonna go away for a minute or two, and I'm gonna set up a literal table, a hot plate behind me and stuff like that. Look at that! War Moosening. What a name. What a name. War Moosening says, I just made chicken biryani. Proud of myself. Yes! High five! Phantom says, I made the McDonald's app bring me food. No, that's not the same thing. I'm opposite proud of you. No. I used to eat out quite a bit when I was younger, but now I always want to use like Uber Eats, but the cost of it is too much. I'll try to like order something, and even when I'm ordering more than just like a hamburger, it ends up being like $40 because of all the fees and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. And then I go like scrounge in my fridge some more. It's so expensive. I don't like it. Like, I don't know if there will ever be an alternative where it feels affordable to me to order out food these days. Now we only do it every once in a while if there's like a family emergency and like 6 people show up and I'm like, I'm not ready for you guys. It's happened a few times. Anti-proud. Isn't anti-proud just disappointed? Correct. Goodbye. How we doing? How we doing here? We can be a little shorter, I think. How we looking? We got my whole cooking set up. Oh, I'm so happy it worked. All right, let's get the microphone higher. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Thank you, Night Poker. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Daddy says my rice cooker makes the makes the rice and then a can of beans with beef warmed up. That sounds like such a simple one to make. That seems super, super easy. You can hear me fine? Okay, perfect. I don't normally set up like this over here. By the way, for anyone who hasn't seen it, this is a piece of artwork that I've made. This is a piece of artwork that I've made with the leftovers from that one. And this is a piece of artwork that I made. ASMR artwork slapping. But so today we're doing a promotion by HelloFresh. They're sponsoring the stream today. And I'm really excited. As I mentioned before, this is something that I really, really like. This is a service that I've used myself. Where are my glasses? I can't see. Always use protection when you're cooking. Gosh. Terrible otherwise. All right, so my artwork's amazing. Thank you. I want to show you some of the other meals that we got this week. So this is the ginger ponzu turkey patty. Basically, I set Mr. Swtorista loose, and I was like, pick some meals because we're going to be cooking off stream too, just for ourselves. Ancho orange chicken and veggie jumble, lemon dill chicken sausage couscous, and Chinese style speedy beef ramen noodles. We made this one like 5 times. This is the one that I picked. I was like, I want this one. And so, I just realized you probably couldn't even hear me, but this is the one that I'm going to be making today. This is the one pan banh mi style beef tacos. So although I'm so proud that I was able to cook something by myself with that ramen cookbook, I'm still not very good at cooking meat. I'm not very good at cooking multi-step things, and so they have a lot of recipes that are sorted kind of by difficulty level. Like they have a kind of rating on them. And so for example, the one pan ones are generally pretty easy. Like I'll show you what these look like. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like as far as things go, this is pretty damn easy. So pretty much if you're cooking, everything starts with the prep. That's a lie. Starts with the meal planning and deciding what you're gonna order. So normally what I do is I go and yell at Mr. Swtorista, what are we gonna eat? What are we eating today? And he's like, I made a list. I researched this all before today. He's sleeping right now. I went to the grocery store and got all the groceries for it. But with HelloFresh, they send you literally a paper bag full of the ingredients ready to go, labeled and everything. And I should probably go grab the meat for this. Oh no, I should wait till I'm all done the prep. So this one doesn't have very many ingredients. It's definitely on the small side. I have had with HelloFresh once or twice. They've forgotten an ingredient, but what's nice is they're usually pretty generous when they screw it up. They're usually pretty generous when they screw it up, and they will usually send you like a whole meal or something, or like a big discount if they miss the ingredients. So let's see and make sure we got everything in case we need a supplement. I usually just skip the ingredient. Usually it's nothing huge. It's like a ginger got lost along the way, you know? We have cucumber, shredded carrot, sweet soy glaze. This one I haven't figured out to make as good as they have it. Mayonnaise in the bag, ground beefs in the fridge, rice wine vinegar in a bag. We now cook with that religiously, which is cool. Like there's all this stuff that we're very poor European cooks in my family, like very basic, very not a lot of ingredients, but like rice wine vinegar, so good, so flavorful. We have it like 3 different kinds in our kitchen now. Sriracha sauce, which I still haven't figured out how to pronounce correctly, so kill me if I'm wrong. A lime, tortilla. Cool, we got everything. Awesome, perfect. Step 1, wash and dry produce. Are we gonna wash the produce? Are we gonna pretend we did because I don't have a sink in here? Yes. Mr. Swtorista's like, did you wash that? And I'm always like, no. He's like, you know you're supposed to wash things, right? And I'm like, No. Grab the garbage here. You know you're supposed to wash that? It's like something I hear on like a daily basis. I probably should. So this one's really simple. It just wants you to chop the carrots. It says wash and dye produce, half the lime. Have it. Not half it. Have it. Yeah. Yeah. Decorations. Yeah, I made these. Yes. They're so cool, aren't they? So I really like making things, and I had this idea that I wanted to make something out of leftover flowers because my family had quite a few just from various hand-me-downs and stuff like that. Thinly sliced crossways into half moons. Ooh, I know this trick. You go like this. Oh. See, look how confidently I chopped that cucumber without having to think about it for 10 minutes like I did when I first started cooking. Like, oh my god, how do I chop this? What if I screw it up? And my family had a lot of leftover flowers because they had some all over their house from various events. And then their grandma, or Mr. Swtorista's grandma, whenever she wanted to get rid of stuff, she would just dump it on his parents, and they would have garage sales and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, there's a bunch of these. Maybe I could get more. And then even more got passed down when a family member passed away and they inherited all our junk. So I had like this pile of flowers and I was like, it'd be so cool to make something really colorful, something that I guess expresses my wish for good things in the world. It's not very specific. It's I guess kind of a vague hope and happiness type of artwork. Nothing specific. It's kind of like the rainbow LGBT flag, but not quite. It's not really any specific anthem or set of colors or anything like that. And so when I decided that's what I wanted to make, I started looking for flowers. I started looking for, oh, that was so fast. I already chopped these up. Like I said, pro. Now we got all the cukes. The cukes are ready to go. What's next? Did I drop my recipe on the floor? I sure did. And that's what I really like about these, is they're literally, the recipe is this and it has photos for each step. I really struggle to follow instructions. That's why I've been so excited about that comic cooking book, because each step is illustrated. Pickle cucumber. Oh, I love this step. I need a little bowl. In a small bowl, combine half the vinegar, juice from half the lime, and a pinch of salt. Stir in cucumber. Oh, I forgot to get salt. I need 2 little bowls. We're making multiple. Okay, BRB. When me and Mr. Swtorista, we actually cook together, which is really nice. It's really nice. I don't know how many people actually cook together, like percentage-wise. When I was younger, my dad didn't really cook, and he wasn't really in the kitchen when my mom was cooking, and I didn't even realize like cooking together was something you could do. Like, I've always been told too many chefs in the kitchen ruin the pot, but oh my god, I love cooking with Mr. Swtorista so much. Like, you know, the idea of sitting, oh, I don't need these yet, these are gonna be the very last step. I don't recommend normally throwing things on the floor, but when you don't got a counter, you don't got a counter. You know how it's always said, like, the family should gather around the dinner table together to eat dinner and share time and stories together. No! That's stupid! Oh, hang on. These cukes are not gonna fit in here. I got too many cukes, man. I need a bigger bowl. Hang on. Mistakes were made here. Too many cukes in the kitchen. That is wrong. You should not eat dinner together. Well, you can, but it shouldn't be the primary time that you're sharing your day. You should do it in a kitchen, because then you're doing stuff and not trying to shove food in your mouth. So the way when me and Mr. Swtorista cook together, we don't have a huge kitchen, but it's at least enough. Well, we get in each other's way a lot, but you know, you'll learn patience when you're married, I would hope. If you don't, you're doing something wrong. In a small bowl, combine half the vinegar. Where's my vinegar? We pull out the recipe. He'll pull it up on his iPad, or we'll, in this case, we have a physical one, but we have an iPad that we use literally just for cooking. It's like a hand-me-down of an old generation one. His friend sold to him for like $50 or something. Great deal. Great for cooking, that's for sure. And so what we're doing right now is we're actually pickling cucumbers, and this is another kind of strategy that I never knew about. And basically you put vinegar on any type of vegetable, and this isn't pickling like making pickles, because making actual pickles, the pickleization, there's a correct term for it, I forget what it is. You have to let them sit for a while, but this way it changes the flavor of them. The vegetables soak up all of the vinegar, and it's like and we gotta put forgot the salt. Normally how we start is we put out the recipe and I run around gathering everything while he starts doing any of the hard parts. But I'm all by myself today, so I had to do it one by one. Oh, you cook alone? But on holidays you cook together. Oh, you bake holiday cooking together. Oh. To be fair though, the only reason we can cook together is because we have such weird schedules. He works in the nighttime, so he's awake during dinner prep time. If you're like a one working household, makes more sense to just have one person cook, right? Salt for flavor. There's probably a specific amount I was supposed to put, but I just decided to wing it. I like salt. I love vinegar. Like for real vinegar, I could just drink it like out the bottle. The cucumber is one of the strongest enemies in the game. Are we learning about Star Wars The Old Republic right now? So yeah, you basically just dump any vegetable you have. I love cucumbers. You can do it with asparagus, with carrots, with zucchini if you want. Cucumbers is my favorite, but you throw it in the vinegar and just let it sit, and it's like 5 seconds, and all of a sudden it's like salt all over the table. It's like, They're not gonna be messy. I don't have to worry about germs because I'm the only one here. So those are gonna soak it up over time. We're gonna come back to them later. I'm just gonna eat cucumbers as I cook. Apparently we need more ingredients. I forgot. Normally these would all be living in my kitchen. Normally you don't cook in your office. I hope most of you don't cook in your office. Do any of you cook in your office? I really hope not. Major issue there. You should keep all your ingredients not in your office. Heat a drizzle of oil in a large, preferably non-stick pan over medium-high heat. Add carrots and cook, stirring until just tender. 1 minute. Season with salt and pepper. I'll grab the pepper while I'm out there. Next up's going to be the meat. And it looks like I'm done chopping things, so I think I can get rid of the cutting board on here now. Normally you also have more than a small side table to cook on. However, you can see, like, if you only have a really small space, like maybe you're living in a dorm but you're allowed a hot plate, or maybe you're sharing a room. Maybe you're sharing a room in a house and you want to cook without being in the kitchen, without being in everyone's way. I'm a really private person. When I used to live by myself, I'd barely ever, or not live by myself, live with a roommate. I barely ever used the kitchen because I felt so, I don't know, it didn't feel like my house. Hot plate, just saying. type of oil should you use? Well, if you're a real chef, you would decide based on texture, flavor, and what you're doing with the oil. Are you sizzling, drizzling, or wriggling? Sizzling? However, I've learned I can't tell them apart, and it's been totally fine every time I've just used a random oil as long as I don't use too much. However, I did notice that more expensive oils, whether they're avocado or what other types is there? Olive oil. The more expensive ones tend to be less greasy, and I don't really understand why compared to like an inexpensive one. If anyone knows more about that, I'd love to hear about that in chat if you know why it tastes better. However, I'm just grabbing some olive oil. I have a literal hot plate right here. One pan, let's turn it up. Oh my gosh, it's working. Instruction, cook carrot. Heat a drizzle of olive oil. Or oil in general. Drizzle. And we're gonna carrot. The next SWTOR expansion has been leaked and it involves cooking. What's that about cucumbers? You grew? Oh, you have. You have your own cucumbers? Oh, you grew your own cucumbers! Nice. We've been trying to grow cucumbers, but for whatever reason, they just have not been taking. I don't know if it's the heat or if it's the hungry bugs. One of them. Oil. I smell it. Oh, pick a different character. Different location. I can hear the oil. You just see my forehead. I'm gonna know one's on the plate. Alright, we're good. But a lot of our other vegetables have been really good so far. We have been growing a lot of peppers, tomatoes have been really good. Cucumbers we've not been lucky with. We got a mystery gourd squash. I don't know what it is. If I bring it over here, will you guys try and ID it? And tell me what it is while this heats up? I'm very confused. The mystery gourd is missing. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. Like, we just had a random gourd and it grew like this big in our garden. We didn't know what it was or if it was edible or if it was wild or anything, and it turned orange like a pumpkin, but it's definitely not a pumpkin. Right, listen, Beast of Prosperity. I got it down this year. There's new decorations. I gotta practice early, okay? How are we doing for heat? They're looking pretty hot now. Heat, drizzle of oil, add carrot, and cook for 1 minute. So ideally, I would have a timer. I have one in my kitchen. I actually have multiple timers. I have 3 different timers. I have one on my stove. I have one that I can twist and set the time really fast. It's like a magnet. And I also have another one as backup because I found it helps a lot. Let's see, what is it? 933? We need 934. I found it helps a lot to me to be able to have a million timers because I can't estimate things very easily. If I don't set the timer, it ain't happening. It ain't getting anywhere close. I haven't quite figured out how to watch food to see if it's ready yet. I'm getting there. Some things I can do, like shrimp. You know what it looks like when it's cooked. Meat, not even close. Can't even try. You set a timer for me? Oh my god, that's so nice of you. Thanks, Int. I appreciate that. First you make sure I can raid, and now you set a timer for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, I think we're getting close here. It's 9:34, and I'll give it like a second or two more. They're not quite ready yet. I think we're mostly just heating them up. Oh, seasoned with salt and pepper. All right. And if I can do this while talking to you guys, y'all can do this while not talking. Y'all can do this at home. And what's really nice, I think I'll just turn the stove off for now. Nice. What I didn't plan for. I was gonna say I didn't plan for somewhere to put these, but I did apparently. Good job, me. What's really cool about these little recipes, a lot of you have mentioned you do this too, the little recipe sheets, they're really nice to keep. Basically, at first we were keeping them all, and then we focused on just our favorite ones. Hang on, I need a little more space. Ooh. This sound panel is now my pot holder for the floor. We used to keep every single one of the recipes, but now we've just kind of picked our favorites, and we've stashed away like 10 of our favorites over the years, and we recook them. Like even without the HelloFresh subscription, they're really, really nice little pieces of paper that have all the pictures and stuff. Okay. Carrots, out of the picture, get out of here. Here's the part that always intimidates me. Okay, cook beef. Heat. Another drizzle of oil in the same pan over medium-high heat. Add beef, season with a pinch of salt and pepper. Cook, breaking up meat into pieces until browned and seasoning through 4 to 6 minutes. Stir in sweet soy glaze. That'd be this guy. This stuff tastes so good. I'd never tasted it before in my life that I knew of at my house. And once I tried it, no going back to the carrot. Remaining vinegar, salt and pepper. All right. Now this is the part that's kind of weird. They deliver the meat in the form of these little bricks. They're frozen. You take them out the box. The box comes very well insulated, which we really appreciate. California, sometimes delivery companies really underestimate how long something sitting in a truck is going to be good. We ordered some really fancy cookies one time for Mother's Day recently, and they were super fancy. Mr. Swtorista wanted to get them as a special treat for his mom, and when they got delivered, they were literally melted to each other and like falling apart. We were so disappointed. They luckily refunded them, but it was like, you know, the Mother's Day present already wrecked. We ate them anyway. They still tasted pretty good, but they were not Mother's Day expensive gift presentable. I'm never good at cutting these open. I usually use scissors, but I'm currently using my scissors to open the other packets. Kitchen scissors is something I really like having too. I no longer have to like try and tear little packets open. We always have a pair of kitchen scissors on hand in the kitchen, and I even have backups for when they die. You know, they do eventually. And they come apart. You can tear them in half, and they you can wash them properly, like in all the crevices and stuff. But yeah, this stuff shows up really well cooked, which I really appreciate. So I'm gonna pop this into the pan. Oh, I should probably put the oil first, huh? Sure do. But I'm going to wash my hands before I move on, because raw meat, tastes so good. What's she making? Oh, right! I'm making 1 pan banh mi. Okay, hang on, I got the recipe. 1 pan banh mi style beef tacos. So good. Okay, I'll be back. You guys be good. I told you, be good. I'm starting to get thirsty from all the cooking. I went got a pretty plate too. All right, what's next? Normally we don't have to bend over quite so much for cooking, but hey, sometimes you gotta retrofit the entire office with a cooking studio because, you know, that what bring you joy in life. Oh, so something else I learned is if you have a non-stick pan, some of this, I feel like, oh, I almost flopped it out of the pan. Some of this I feel for you guys should be such obvious knowledge that I just don't have. Just basics of cooking and eating that I just don't possess like naturally, and I never learned it when I was little. But like things like don't use a metal spatula with a non-stick pan. Like I didn't know that. Like I'm sure I've fudged up multiple things that way. So I just went and grabbed a little wood one, and we'll bully Mr. Swtorista to clean all this later. He'll be in charge of the dishes. It's okay. He gets some of the food too. So does it say tell me to do anything? In the meantime, 4 to 6 minutes, and then stir in his sweet soy glaze. Perfect. In the meantime, while we're kind of waiting for this to heat up, the hot plate takes a little longer than a traditional stove. Works fine though. Every time I've used it so far, it's been great. We're gonna do a little sauce, and this is a common little sauce that they like to make, and it tastes very good, and it's very easy. So what I'm flapping around right now is actually just mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, the same mayonnaise that you might have in your fridge. And when we started cooking, and when I started cooking, my very first thing I ever tried to cook was I don't remember exactly what it was, but it needed fish sauce. And I didn't have any, and I had to go to the store and buy a bottle of fish sauce for $13. And it felt like that for every ingredient. I didn't have any spices. I didn't have mayonnaise. Because I had, like, my fridge was almost empty, you know, because I didn't cook. So one of the things that I really like is they do provide you those packets. Like, can you imagine if I had to buy, I think it's, if I remember right, it's like hoisin sauce. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, this one's a really nice mix of stuff. Got it. But if you make this at home, I think you need, there's like 3 different types of sauces you need that you mix together. You need soy sauce. I didn't even have that. I didn't even have soy sauce or cook with soy sauce or anything. It's like really like very silly. You would have to buy sriracha sauce. You'd have to buy mayonnaise. And if you're really starting cooking, you don't have these things. It's costing you an arm and a leg just to buy them, to even see if it's something you like. Like, you know, like I bought the fish sauce and I never used it again because I didn't understand what to do with it. We got it now. Don't worry. We use it now. We know our sauces. Our fridge got full of sauces. But in this case, they just send you these little packets. They're almost like ketchup packets of stuff. So what we're mixing is, I should have read the instructions. In a second bowl, combine mayonnaise with sriracha sauce to taste. Season with salt, stir in water. 1 teaspoon at a time until mixture reaches a drizzling consistency. That's the part Mr. Swtorista always makes me do. Oh, it's spicy, I forgot. Why did I do that? Oh, but the burn is good. Ah! So this we're actually going to put on top of the tacos. Oh, I should watch the meat. This is why I don't cook the meat at home normally. Attention span of a goat. No, goats probably have good attention span. Okay, we always make fun of attention span of like a goldfish. But apparently goldfish can like solve complex problems and stuff. What actually has a really small attention span? And also, what would you put fish sauce in? We use it in a lot of recipes, but I don't make up a lot of recipes. Mr. Swtorista has that more fundamental understanding of how you can just mix random things together or substitute things. I don't have that. I don't know if I'll ever have that. Maybe one day. I'm starting to understand, like, if something's too sweet, add salty and vinegary. If something's too vinegary, add salt, sweet and stuff like that. Steak tartare. No. Too fancy. Oh, I should have set a timer. I'm at 40. I was at 42. I'll go to 44, but I mostly have to watch it, huh? So I'm looking to make sure it's not pink. And luckily it's just ground beef, so it's easy. I don't really need a temperature thermometer. I just need to break it up and look at it with my eyes. And all of the recipes now, it didn't start like this. It wasn't like this when I first signed up, but all of the recipes, you can swap them out for other types of meat. So for example, if you don't eat pork, or you don't like beef, like I really like turkey. Turkey's like my favorite. You can swap them out, and it's usually a very minimal cost, or some of them are no cost at all. And I think, don't quote me on this, but at least some of the recipes, I think you can also swap out for like mushroom. But there's so many vegetarian-based meals already, I don't know why you would do that. Like, just get the veggie ones. They're different each week, you know? They already got the mushrooms in them. The shrooms. Oh, we're getting very close to being done here. Season with a pinch of salt and pepper. I didn't read the instructions. That's a pinch, right? It's gonna be so salty. Oh, okay, so fish sauce is really good in all types of fried rice recipes. That sounds about right, yeah. No kitchen. So we made plans to cook something on stream. Oh! Using a camp stove, yes! In our front yard, and use our doorbell camera plus a wireless mic. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so Mr. Swtorista can cook these type of things when we go camping, because we just bought a new camp stove because we were just borrowing one up until this point. Are you getting close to done? Why'd you stop making sizzly noises? You still on? Did I accidentally turn you off? Oh, I see. You're already hot. I get it. Little $15 hot plate. Yeah, you can get really far with a camping stove, but you need to buy the propane. That's the downside. But then you don't have to be plugged into anything, right? That's the upside. Okay, we're looking good here for the meat, I think. Nice and hot. Okay. My little camping stove is concerning me. Stir in sweet soy... Okay, now it's going up. There you go. Stir in sweet soy glaze and remaining vinegar. So we saved that earlier from the pickling the cucumbers. Oh my gosh, they're probably really good right now, because they're probably all soaked up the vinegar now. And this tablecloth, I'm going to throw it right in the wash. Right in the wash after this. So we already did the sriracha mayo. Oh, that's the good stuff right there. And we already got our salt and pepper. Best part of cooking is you get to taste everything. Whenever, so I'm usually in charge of chopping the vegetables. I prep everything, I pull everything out of the fridge and the cupboards, I do all the chopping of the vegetables, and Mr. Swtorista says, if you keep eating all of those, we won't have any to cook for dinner. And I'm like, wow. Wow. I don't own a camp stove. Can I borrow yours? If you promise to bring it back, sure. Right? Yeah, we just borrowed one from family, but we decided we wanted to try and go camping with all our own supplies instead of having to stop by family, and we finally are able to now. We've slowly just been accumulating more camping stuff. I got a secondhand camping pot, which made me really happy, like the kind you cook water in. What's it called? Like a tea kettle, except it's just all metal and it has a little spout. Is there a specific camping kettle? Maybe? There we go. That should be all nice and good now. Oh. Getting really close to done here. Make the sriracha mayo, finish and serve. Alrighty. I'm gonna go get some water because apparently I don't have a kitchen sink in my office. Hold tight and we'll put these babies together. So if you wanted to try making this at home, it's super easy. Sriracha sauce and mayonnaise. And you literally add as much sriracha sauce as you want or don't want because it's spicy, you know. Spicy or no spicy. And you just put a little bit of water in until it goes like this. Until you can literally just pour it just a little bit. And you add like the tiniest bit of water at a time. You can throw that on top of pretty much anything with rice and soy sauce. It would probably taste really good. It's like one of those counteracting type of flavors. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop this, and I'm gonna be really lazy, and I'm gonna scoop it straight straight into the container that I'm gonna actually put it into the fridge for later for Mr. Swtorista, and then I'm gonna eat some myself right now because I'm hungry. I deserve it. I don't know why you wouldn't cook and then eat it. That's so sad. That's what I was originally planning to do with my ramen. I wanted to try and cook it and just save it for later, but Mr. Swtorista was like, "No, you do all the work of cooking it. You get to eat it." And I'm like, "Meal prep, meal prep." Ha 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 ha. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Okay, only like 3/4 of it made it into the container, but that's okay. It's fine. Back to the cucumbers. Okay, what's the other doing? Yep, they've soaked up the rice vinegar. And rice wine vinegar is a little different than other types of vinegar because it is a little sweet. So we got sweet, salty, and vinegary and cucumbery all in one little dish. This is hot. I should not pick it up with my hands. What'll I use? These are totally oven mitts, not just 2 cloths I had available for other projects. We are not going to back up and stand on the camping stove. I believe in myself. We're gonna unplug it. We're done. Camping stove, sorry. We kept talking about camping stove. I now have plate. Look at this beautiful plate. Look at this. Is this not gourmet chef? Can you not do this with your chef toys? Can you not play with every object on the table? You're allowed. We have the tortillas. They're pretty normal. They're just little fluffy guys. So once again, the recipe we're actually making, for those of you just coming in, is 1 pan banh mi style beef tacos from HelloFresh. I feel like we may have made... No, this is a new one. We've made other types of 1 pan tacos. Basically simple. 1 pan means this is really simple. You're not gonna need the whole stove for this one. You can do it in just one. It says, finish and serve. Wrap tortilla in damp paper towel and microwave it. I really recommend doing this step. I am skipping because I am tired of leaving my office to go to the kitchen. Do highly recommend though. Makes them really tasty and like moist and warm. Divide tortillas between plates and fill with saucy beef. Oh, can we not call it saucy beef? I don't know how I feel about that. Saucy beef. I'm just gonna make 1 for now because I'd rather save some and eat it with Mr. Swtorista. And in general, these tend to make enough for us. I don't eat very much naturally unless I'm really hungry. Mr. Swtorista eats a little more than average. And so I think it averages out to about 2.5 meals. So we'll eat dinner, and then I'll have enough for like a very small dish the next morning. And sometimes we'll just like, if we have extra meat like this kind of left over, we'll just cook rice in the rice cooker. By the way, you guys, thank you so much for talking about rice cookers so much. We bought one a while ago. We've been streaming for a while now, but we bought one a while ago and we use it all the time now. Like, I use the rice cooker without any anxiety now. Next up. Drizzle. Oh, baby Toyota. What else did we put on here? We had... Oh, the carrots! The carrots we cooked earlier! I completely forgot they existed. I was like, this is a very sad little taco. Where's the rest? Carrot! We have some lime. What's the lime for? Cilantro? Okay, we have cilantro. I don't like cilantro. It tastes like soap to me. I really don't like it. Whenever Mr. Swtorista has an option, he'll leave it off for me and put it in for him. If it's in something like can't be taken out, I'll eat it. But I don't. I've got the whatever gene that makes it taste or smell like soap. We even grow it in our garden. I don't mind it growing there, but don't want it in my mouth. The best part is we have trouble telling. Neither of us can tell the parsley and the cilantro apart. So the only way to figure it out is to taste test it. So it's like, if I put it in my mouth and spit it out again, it's cilantro. Can you make a cake in a rice cooker? I've heard that, actually. Oh, did you know you can make a cake in a rice cooker? Okay, I've vaguely heard about that you can do some really weird and interesting things with the rice cooker, right? Because it's mainly the mechanics between the warm pot and the water and whatever other ingredient you're adding, right? I've never tried that. I'm only using my rice cooker for rice so I don't screw it up. I'm not trying anything interesting out. Hey, it's a genetic thing. Yeah, I heard about that. I got it. Cilantro. Gross. Cilantro to most other people. Good stuff. It's a very big component in Mexican cooking, which when I live in California is kind of an important thing here. So I'm just like, please no cilantro and no cheese because I'm allergic or something. Okay, I feel like I missed what the line was for. Just a second. Oh, the line was supposed to go in the cukes. Oh, I messed it up. It's okay, we can add it now. We can just drizzle some on top. Oh man, it was supposed to go in the cucumbers. It's okay. Oh, that would have tasted really good. That would have been another different type of flavor in there. I love this little thing. You know, smush things to death. I'll just leave the whole lime in there. It's fine. Mr. Swtorista can have it as a treat later. And then just a tiny bit. Just gonna cheat a little bit. And that's the best part. When you have full instructions and photos, even if you shouldn't fail at this point, even if you do, it's okay. You can usually fix it later. The only thing you can't fix later is if you don't cook the meat enough. That one's not. It's not fixable. You have to cook it or you're gonna get sick. All right, guys. We are good to go. Thank you so much for joining for this stream. This stream was actually sponsored. I've got a face full of food. By HelloFresh today, and we really appreciate it. It helps us helps keep the SWTOR project going too. They actually have I'm like, I just want to eat some more. This was a very silly stream. Tomorrow morning we'll be back. Normally we do Galactic Seasons, but I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do tomorrow. I know it's sacrilege, but I kind of want to play by myself and jump back in my smuggler. I really miss her. Like, I really have been wanting to get back into her story. But this stream was sponsored by HelloFresh, and they have a special promotion that says, click my link or use my code and get 10 free meals plus free add-ons for life. 1 item per box with active subscription if you're in the US. Outside the US, local discounts will apply. Free meals applied on first box. New subscriptions only. Varies by plan. And we got the link in chat for you there. So if you wanted to try this out yourself, you can get you can try it out with 2 meals. It's the lowest you can go in a box. And it's I think it's $25 if you got the returning or a new person promotion. So very, very easy to try out. And it's kind of like SWTOR. You're subscribed until you cancel it and you can renew it whenever you want. But all right, you guys, I hope you had a great day and I'll see you all later. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for the raid. What a freaking insane raid! I feel like these aren't loud enough.